Alright everybody, welcome back to the farm and welcome back to the channel. We have got parts and pieces and we are, I think, just about ready to work on putting this back together here, at least in theory. Let's get together. So these are called Oil-Lite bearings. They're bronze bushings. They're impregnated with oil, and when they get started running, they normally will release a small film of oil, and they kind of self-lubricate. So a little small on this back side, and we just try to file some casting impurities out of it. I kind of figure I'm going to have to put some set screws in this to hold it in place. Really, I need like a half round file. It would make my life much better. I wonder if that'll pretty tight. I don't know if that drive in that far. They did not make these bore smooth, and that was intentional to hold that Babbitt bearing material. I think we might introduce the grinder to this mix and polish down the bronze bushing. I think cleaning up the bushing a little bit will probably be the faster path to installation. A little off that bottom side. Getting there. I feel like I'm getting close. I'm going to try to just go ahead and... When I feel like I get close, I'll try to just press that in or drive it in. Give that a like it. That works pretty good. So this piece, the other end, I don't need the entirety of that bushing. It's a looser fit. Actually, I might put the whole thing in. Actually, I kind of like that fit. That works out. Don't judge me too harshly. I'm going to use the shaft to drive that bushing a little further in. Some burrs on it. Still think I want to drive that a little bit deeper. I want it deep enough that when I drill an oil hole, so I can add a little oil, even though they oil themselves. I never want to risk not being able to keep it lubed like I wanted. Works. That works. I think I've just kind of boogered that end up a little bit right there. Let's take a file and clean that up. Alright. Now we're going to take and drill it and tap it for some set screws, because I don't want them to go anywhere ever, since they are a very light friction fit. Would be optimistic. Definitely not press fit. Probably could have done this part before I drove those in. I might drive that out. They don't fit tight. That way I can tap all the way through easier. Yeah, that'll be better. I'm actually going to put 2 per bushing. To this point, the only thing I haven't got, as far as parts go, our new burrs. And I think I found some. I think. I'm going to put it together and make sure everything works before I spend on burrs what they want for them. This being cast iron, it should tap pretty nicely. I'll get started here. A little bit of oil there. I don't know that the bearings, these bushings, would go anywhere, but this is pretty cheap insurance, you know, to tap this out and just a couple of simple set screws. Really, it's good insurance. Don't want anything migrating. Got to be a little bit careful so you don't break a tap, because that definitely causes all sorts of troubles. Just about all the way through here. Don't feel like cutting too much right now. There we go. Nice and easy. That one went good. I'm definitely a believer that old equipment is worth saving and fixing if you can. As old as this is, it's probably plausible that it was originally a pretty high-use mill in maybe some place that ground flour or cornmeal or both. It may have been the mill that ground product for an entire small community in the early days, because it would have been a fairly slow turning mill driven by water or steam with a large leather belt. There we go. That's better. There's my bushing. Just put it back in there. Alright, we're doing pretty good now. Definitely getting into some shadows. We might have to drag it out into the sun a little more. I don't know if I push that in or not. really know if that's straight, but let's clean the chunkiness off of this where it's been roughed up over the years a little bit. These are 15/16 shafts, and that's what that inner diameter of that bushing is. So any of these little problem areas are definitely a problem area. Let's see. I want it to fit pretty good. And I think it's gonna. Now this, I'm actually going to just use this drill bit for the tap. And I'm actually going to drill an oiling hole in there. All right. Set screws. I'm just going to snug them for now. I guess I could have ordered longer bushings here, but didn't really feel like it was necessary. These will actually be stronger and last longer. Well, I say last longer, but I'm just barely going to snug that for now. That way, if I put the other half on and I need to, I can loosen them, and that might, you know, move around in there a little. Put a little good old PV blaster on her there. Get her started in. Actually, let's get our burrs put back on this side. So these burrs, I'm not sure that, you know, truth be known, that they're probably not the original burrs. I don't know that it makes a difference. They look exactly the same. I did not pay attention to what was what when I took them off. That's for sure. Probably going to regret this, but we're just going to dump out all of that hardware. Putting these back together with locking hardware. These are fine thread. They will definitely hold tightness better than horse thread bolts do. See there, cap head screw. I'm using these because when I took it apart the other day, the flatheads were so worn that I really had a time getting them apart. And I think that the cap headed screw will give me more capacity to get it apart in the future. I hope. Works better when you tighten that up. Definitely want these, especially that one, good and tight, because the very last thing you want is bolt with a nut going down through there. That tends to end poorly for mills. I think I've got a ratchet. I don't know why I'm using that. Look at me go. That's what that extension is. Give me some space in there. That's progress. That's what we like. Not happening there. I'm just going to have to, I got that crank down good and tight. Let's get you guys to look at this. Alright. You can kind of see up in there what we're looking like. Alright, looking back, set screw, there's enough light. And then looking back through the bore. That's the first half. Alright, we're going to work on getting this part of the way through there. Alright, I've made an error because I should have put that burr on there before I stuck that in there. Because that one goes right there. I feel like already this is going to be way, way better than the old setup was. Now my only concern on this side is that bolts might be a little long. If they are, I'm going to nip them off with the grinder. I do have one of these burrs is actually cracked, so I am going to I'm going to order the company that has burrs that they think will fit. Told me that if I ordered and they didn't fit, that I could just ship them back. I mean, I know that the shipping would be on me, but if I get this in pretty good shape where I can reliably replace burrs and bushings, man, I think that's a win. Part of the reason, one, the burrs are wore out. They are not in fabulous condition by any means. But two, they were horribly, horribly misaligned. That feels pretty good turning in there. That looks pretty good. All right. Now let's have this. I'm going to tap that one back out, and then I'll drill it out. Stepping on my parts board here. This one definitely needs the set screws, because you can see how easy that came out. Easy. So we're gonna just clean this off right here. Get her set up and drilled out. When I can find my drill. What to do with it? There it is. All right. In my defense, you can tell that I kept the old Babbitt bearings well oiled. I just don't think they really cared too much for the gas motor. And I would really like to convert this to electric for the sake of my hearing, as well as ease of use. That hole might have opened up a little bit because it kind of bound up at the end there. Alright, can you guys see that? These shadows are not being our friend. I looked and looked and looked for a driver. I did not have any luck. So we're using the all-purpose tapping tool here. If I was doing much more than what I'm doing, I'd probably be a little bit more worried about it. I usually try to find a 12-point socket and use a 1/4-inch drive ratchet for this. It works good, a little easier to control the rotational torque, kind of. The handle is shorter, not quite so likely to twist off your tap, at least in theory. I know these shadows are bad. But, kind of later in the afternoon, actually the day before the Super Bowl, if you're into that stuff. I will be back on shift tomorrow at my regular job. Alright, that looks this side started up. I pretty much normally use old vegetable oil with a little bit of food grade lubricating oil or food grade grease if I got to grease something on this, because while I'm not eating it, I am feeding it to the animals that I intend to eat, and I'm feeding it to the animals, to the chickens that make me eggs. And I don't feel like good old STP is the way to go. Now some of this regular lubrication stuff here. The first little batch, I'll clean it up and we'll blow my nose itches. Pretty small amounts. I'll run some waste feed through it and burn it off in a corn stove or something, so it's not going to the feed. Alright, all the way through. See these plates, the back of the mill plate says NA7. Now, if you guys know what that means, you're ahead of me on this game, because I do not. Just want that to be flush, because that ends up being flush right there. Alright. Some of the lube here. I think the end of that shaft is a little bit gnarled up. Keeping that going on. Feel that it's squished over, or not quite flat there. Alright, where's my pliers?